This is MacVoices TV. The Take Control ebook series are media sponsors of MacVoices TV. Visit them at takecontrolbooks.com. Hi, I'm Chuck Joyner, and this is MacVoices TV at Macworld Conference and Expo. We're in Moscone North talking to Tom O'Connor, the Managing Director of iStudio Publisher. Tom, welcome to MacVoices.
Thank you very much, Chuck. Nice to be here.
It's great to be here too in the booth. I got to see a little bit of your program at the Apple User Group reception and definitely wanted to stop by and check it out in more detail. Tell the viewers a little bit about it. So what is iStudio Publisher?
iStudio Publishers is the newest desktop publishing product for the Mac. Launched 2 days ago. It's available online. It's designed to be very user-friendly, very easy to use, so that a non-professional person could start to be operating desktop publishing within a couple of hours. It's very flexible. It has design, layout, and graphic handling capabilities. So it's ideal for a person to create and be basically a designer.
It seems like there still is this big hole in desktop publishing. We have the InDesigns for the professionals who do some really amazing work, but they have the time and skills to go through the learning curve to get there. Then we have some other things like Pages, which do a great job for what they do, but they don't quite always have some of the controls we would like. From what I've seen, this looks like a cross between the two. It's got a lot of things that I can apply with one click or a menu command, and really it helps me get over a lot of that learning curve.
I agree entirely. We've pitched this product to be in between those two products, iPages and InDesign. We do a lot of the things basically that InDesign do, but we try to make it as simple as possible. A lot of things like color handling, color balancing, and whatever, and a lot of the design tools and drawing facilities we have are quite advanced. And obviously the main thing as well is they are all typographically correct and strong. So it's very, very good in that respect. So you can do quality type, quality graphics, quality design, and output to a quality PDF.
Now you already have talked about the fact that the learning curve is minimal, that you can be up and running and doing something productive with this very quickly. How about input? What are my file options to get it in? If I have Photoshop files, if I have high-end graphic files, or is that something that we need to stick more with JPEGs and that kind of thing?
I think you're right. I think we start off basically with the basics. It's basically taking in text files, standard Word files and stuff like that to start with, and then using the graphic capabilities of the product itself to create an output. At the moment it's PDF, but we will also be outputting JPEGs as well. I mean, we've just started. We're trying to find out what people want. For example, we have been asked many, many times today at this show about outputting HTML files for people to go online. And that's something we can do, and something we'll probably have available within the next 3 or 4 weeks. We can create things quite quickly and respond to customer needs quite quickly. The team is sitting there ready almost to do these things, waiting for the user, because our philosophy is not to give people lots of things that they don't need, but to try and target what they want to use and what they need to use to be designers for producing brochures and flyers and newsletters and magazines, and quite simply but quite powerfully.
So when you say your output is PDF, that's your output. Do you save in a native file format?
No, we have our own format, an XML format, which is probably one of the major standards, and outputting is PDF. We will be outputting to other different standards later on. Again, we're looking to what the market requires. I think so far the people who have come along and visited our stand and see how powerful the software are have come up with some ideas about what we should be doing, and we want to react to that because our second release will be coming out within 3 months.
So it sounds like this is a perfect time for someone that maybe is interested in this market to pick up a copy of this, give you some feedback that you're just looking for the right feature set to put in there, but instead of you trying to outguess them, you're asking the users what they really want.
Precisely, that's exactly what we feel. As users ourselves, because we are a publishing house ourselves and we've been using InDesign and Quark for many years, what we want to do is to give people a product that is 100% almost being used rather than 40% being used because it's too complicated and people don't want to spend weeks on courses to try and understand it. what we're saying is we don't have a manual. There are 3 videos to get you started. There are obviously help facilities within the unit itself. So you should be fairly productive very quickly, and the functions that you haven't got now, we can add to them later on.
I think something that the publishers sometimes forget is that a lot of us don't do this day in and day out. That maybe once, twice, 3 times a year we have a need to do a brochure or something that we would like to have be fairly sophisticated, but we don't retain the skill set. We may learn it once and then we forget it, then have to go back and relearn it. And that's just not fun. This solves a lot of that problem.
Exactly. Again, the big thing about this one is we talked at great lengths to developers at Apple themselves to try and come up with a sort of a framework on the user interface that would suit everybody without being too cluttered, but also to avoid lots of pop-ups. There aren't any pop-ups. Basically, everything's on the screen. You can access everything from your text to your graphics to your image handling. And again, if you leave it and don't use it except once a month or once every 3 months, it would be very, very easy to pick it up again. You simply sort of start drawing, and it's very easy.
And we've had the self-running demo going in the background. It's a nice, clean interface. There's a lot there, but it's not terribly cluttered, and it seems to be very approachable.
Again, part of the philosophy is to try and keep it as simple as possible. You still need to be able to do complicated things. We've had people asking to do different things here today. We can create things quite quickly, and with a series of templates which we're producing at the moment, you could produce any newsletter or flyer or brochure fairly quickly. But we also do things that some of the other products don't do. For example, you can have an image in a shape, and also you can add text and create text and move text within that image as well, which is not available in the larger products. So we're trying to address some of the things that people have always wanted but are not available in the very expensive products. So hopefully we will, by getting this product to the market today, get all of the things that people want eventually over a lifespan of maybe 6 to 12 months.
It's fantastic. It looks like a great product. I would tell anyone to check it out. Is there a demo version available?
Yes, the website is available now to buy or to just do a download as a test for 30 days. We've also got a special Macworld offer, and this offer is on for 2 months. It's a 50% discount, so the price today is $50 for the next 2 months. So please visit iPublisherStudio.com, iStudioPublisher.com, excuse me, and it's ready to go now.
That's perfect, and we'll have a link in the show notes to make sure people can jump over and download the demo and try it out.
Brilliant, thanks very much, thank you.
Tom, thank you for your time. It's a pleasure. We hope to see you back here again next year.
I look forward to it already, thank you.
I'm Chuck Joyner. This is MacVoices TV at Macworld Conference and Expo. The Talk of the Mac community will be back. Thanks for listening. The Take Control ebook series are media sponsors of MacVoices TV. Visit them at takecontrolbooks.com. MacVoices TV is part of the MacVoices Group and a member of Mac Level 10.